Welcome back to a Pick-a-Brick wall haul. Yes, that's right. We're going to take a look at what I got off the Pick-a-Brick wall. Some of them we have the calculations for, like what the numbers are, like, you know, how many of these did I pick up and how much it would cost on Bricklink if you were going to try to buy that and how much I paid, you know, to get them at the wall. But a few of those I didn't feel like counting for hours. But I just want to take a look at this one. This is the best packed one by far, because a lot of those I got like Botanicals, which we'll get to those in a second. But look at that. Oh yes, you do hear the gold music playing. This is the golden brick. Well, maybe not, but it's masonry profile bricks all in here. Just a ton of them right here. And so, yeah, just a beautiful, beautifully packed box there. This has some weight to it. But anyway, so I've done a couple of these videos, and you kind of know the drill at this point, but let's just start off with why I was here. So anyway, I have a store here in Nashville. This is kind of the closest city that there's a Lego store to me. And anyway, usually they're parts on the wall just aren't that great. I mean, usually you can maybe find a box worth of parts. One box, you're walking away, $18.99, $17.99, whatever it is. You know, you get some good parts, and sure, you're getting a pretty good deal. But I was on a trip to Colorado and enjoying the mountains, enjoying the beautiful countryside out there. But we decided to go and make the trek into Denver and to the Lego store there. And anyway, so there's actually I think 2 or 3 in Denver, and we went to the one that was on the south side of the city. And anyway, we go in there, and their Pick-a-Brick wall is filled to the brim with amazing parts. In fact, I wish I would have bought more, to be honest. Like, you know, like I found out, you know, this part right here by far, the 1x4 masonry medium nougat part. This one I definitely made the most sense to buy a ton of, and I wish I would have just bought maybe 2 or 3 boxes just of those to have those. But anyway, I digress. So I was out in Colorado. We went to the Lego store out there, and we did find actually, so what I was looking for was some parts, and I was specifically looking for the Wolfpack minifigures, which this video isn't about the Wolfpack. You can go check out a video about him. But the Wolfpack figure, you know, I was looking to get some more of those, and I did manage to pick up a couple more. We saw just this amazing parts wall, and I think I took some shots of this. I'll show it up on screen if I can find them, if I can get them off my phone. But anyway, so let's go through the parts. So the first part that actually caught my eye, which was one that I wasn't really like sought to look for or whatever, was the 1x6x5, I think, panel piece, which is very, very nice piece here, and I'm going to make a shipping container out of this. I already have an idea of what I'm going to use these for. I'm hoping to maybe get 2 shipping containers, but anyway, out of these, but I bought 18 of those, and those come out to 65 cents on Bricklink if you were to buy that. So $11.70 is how much it was going to cost on Bricklink, and this only filled up about maybe a quarter of the box, and the rest of it I filled up with Botanicals, and I'm not going to go into, I'm not counting those. I'm not spending 3 hours of my life trying to do that. But anyway, so already a very, very good buy there. Basically half the cost of the box gone, and I've only filled up a quarter of it. The other part that really caught my eye was these panel pieces. Now these actually aren't as expensive as you would think. I bought, I think, 45 of them, and that came out to not that much. It only came out to about $4 for 45 of them on Bricklink, but still not bad. And I mean, it barely filled up maybe a tenth of the box, if that much, and it was a quarter of the price. So still, I mean, the boxes are actually a very, very good deal. Those, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use these for. Probably my big factory mock I'm going to do, but I'm probably going to need more than 45. So anyway, I wish I would have picked up more of those, but again, I didn't. Now let's get on to the bricks. So I got a couple of these 1x3 dark bluish gray bricks. This is going to be for my factory mock that I'm collecting parts for, and I got 114 of those, and those came out to $9.12 on Bricklink. So, and again, you know, just probably about a quarter of the box filled up with that, and it's paid for half of it. I got an additional 95 of these white 1x4s, which comes out to $11.40. So basically, with half of the box filled, if that, I've paid for it and then some with just, you know, these parts right here. You know, I mean, just an crazy value you can get. Really, I don't think there's any part that you're gonna get a bad value on in these boxes, especially when it comes to Bricklink prices. Maybe on Bricks and Pieces on Lego's official website, but as we've seen, I didn't go through and do the parts. I didn't go through the numbers on this one, but on the others, you can go check out the other videos I've done on these. And you know, it's been around the same as Bricklink, so that's why I didn't bother to go ahead and do it with this one. My favorite box, all the masonry bricks in here, just a beautiful box. Again, I just love feeling this box. It's just so, it's so nice. But anyway, but let's dump out all the masonry bricks here. I mean, look at that, just a pile of masonry bricks. A beautiful, very, very gorgeous here. And so let's start off with the little ones here. We got 190 of these 1x2 white 1x1 profile bricks, coming out to a grand total of $17.10. So you paid for the box just with, you know, just with 190 of these bad boys. But we still had more room in that box. Before I tell you the insane price that these go for, let's talk about the lavender 1x4 profile bricks here. $10 for 57 of them, so $10.26 for 57 of these bad boys. So, you know, not a huge savings here, but still, I mean, half the cost of the box. But the big boy, the big ones, the 1x4 medium nougat profile bricks. 209 of these fit in with the rest of those purple and white, coming out to a grand total of $45.98 just for 209 of these. This isn't including shipping costs, of course. Now, of course, I had the cost of traveling out there to begin with, so, you know. But if you're in the Colorado area or whatever, you wouldn't have had that. But yeah, $45 just for this. That's crazy that this is $45 off Bricklink, not including shipping, of course. And this only filled up half the box. So around $70 worth of parts. All these profile bricks, $70 roughly. I mean, I'm roughing it here. $70 for one box that costs $17 or $18.99. That is insane. So $70 right there. So that was by far, I think, the best box value. But anyway, so let's go through the other boxes that I got, because there are, you know, 4 more boxes here. That piece right there, amazing piece. I got a crap ton of them. Both the dark green and the bright green. I wish I would have picked up more of these. I'm gonna say that a lot in this video, but yeah, got some of those. Got a whole box of these green ones, which looking back on it, I wish I wouldn't have bought these. Well, I wish I would have bought some, but not as many. I wish I would have bought more of the other ones, the Rivendell piece. But it's still cool nonetheless, and so there's probably a couple hundred at least in here. And then another box basically full of either the little tiny green leaf pieces right here, those bright green pieces, or these sand green small plant pieces. Really like those as well. Probably got at least 70-80 of those, and then a whole lot more of those other ones that are the like flower stem type. So a ton of botanical parts here. Just you know, 3 boxes basically full of that. And then I got a bunch of these candle pieces, which I really like, to create detail on mocks, maybe pillars and stuff like that. So I really liked those pieces. Also, some sand green, some sand blue tiles right here. Got a little bit of those as well. And so that's all the parts that I got. What an amazing score, in my opinion. I mean, just going out to Colorado and seeing those parts there, I mean, it was just really, really exciting. The Colorado trip in general was a great trip. Had a great time. And so, yeah, I mean, it was a good time had by all, and scenery is beautiful. There'll be some pictures up on screen of the beautiful, beautiful landscape. I actually took some pictures of Brickafit products. You know, a nice segue I did there. But if you'd like to support me, you know, by watching the videos, obviously giving it a like, sharing, commenting, whatever, you know, subscribing, all that good stuff counts just as much. But if you want to go ahead and maybe support me a little bit better, you can go over and purchase some Brickafit products. We got some custom minifigs over there, and here's some beautiful pictures of the French and Indian War French soldier, or the British French and Indian War soldier that we took out in the Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, so some really cool photos there. Had a fun time, you know, bringing those figures out there, and they were on a plane trip and everything. So it's pretty cool. That's all from me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for continuing to support. Go watch the new vlog that's out, all that good stuff. And again, brickafit.com, best way to support me. All right, thank you guys. I've blattered too long here, but thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.